But I would say probably the most important reason is just so they understand how to avoid some of the pitfalls, and how to avoid being taken advantage of, and how to budget, and how to maybe not even be taken advantage of, but how to avoid going down a path that leads to some level of financial destruction, and it's so easy to do. We're a consumption-oriented economy, the advertisements are very alluring, and before you know it, somebody who doesn't realize how finance and budgeting works can dig themselves in a very deep hole that's hard to get out of. I would certainly plan to go in with a lively presentation style. It really does help. And also self-deprecating. You want the kids to, you want to help them. And if you go in and sort of sound like you're a little bit condescending, or that you're more this authority figure, they might kind of be tempted to dismiss you. But if you go in and you use examples, so I guess self-deprecating is a bit of it, but also using examples from your own past or your own family, and that relates to a person, an individual at the age they are at. They can then so I have a niece who's 22 and who is an example of not knowing money. And I talked about some of the mistakes she's made, and I also then mentioned, here's what I did. I went out when I got my first credit card and I did this, and I wished I hadn't. So, and then I try to make fun of, make light of a situation, and I try to inject humor. I think humor goes a long way as well. First of all, it's so fun, and it's so rewarding, because you're really helping them. And like I went there, it's another piece of advice. I went there and I said right off the bat, I said, I am here because I want to be here, and because I want to help you, and I want to help you avoid some pitfalls, and help you understand some things that are difficult to understand when you're in high school. So that would be the piece of advice to volunteers, is to go in with that type of attitude, but also just that you will find it so rewarding.